My darlings, grab your popcorn, find a comfy spot, because the story I'm about to tell you is not just a story. It's a full-blown Nollywood blockbuster, an African folktale that happened right here amongst people we all know. It's about two friends, Ada and Bisi. Wait, I know you'll be wondering who is Ada and who is Bisi. Ada is the lady on blue sitting calmly on the chair, and Bisi is the proud, chubby, arrogant lady that is about to take over Ada's matrimonial home. And then the man, he is the devil who turned their lives into a diamond-encrusted but deadly trap. Before we enter this world of secrets, wealth, betrayal, and the kind of jealousy that can melt steel, hit that subscribe button, because stories like this, you won't find them anywhere else. Stay with me till the end, and I promise your popcorn won't survive the first 10 minutes. Imagine a life that looks perfect on Instagram. Big house, designer clothes, a chauffeur, a husband, Chuka, who flashes cash like it's confetti. That was Ada's life. But darling, that house, it was just a golden cage. Ada, sweet, quiet, and educated, was married to Chuka, the undisputed king of the East. He had so much money, people just assumed he was a legitimate big shot importer or a tech mogul. But the truth? Chuka's business was simple, dark, and lucrative. Kidnapping for ransom. Ada knew, she knew very well. She did hear the muffled sounds from the basement twins. That's the office, as Chuka called it. She tried to leave, begged him, even packed her bags once. But Chuka was a spider, and she was caught in his silken, sticky web. You see, her entire family, her poor mother, her younger siblings' education, was all bankrolled by a massive, impossible-to-repay debt to Chuka. If she left, he promised to destroy and ruin them. So Ada stayed, a beautiful, unhappy prisoner. Her smile fading a little more with every new kidnap deadline. Now let's bring in our second best player, the source of all the drama, the real drama in this whole story, Bisi. Bisi was once married to Kunle, a hardworking, honest civil servant. They lived comfortably. But Bisi, she didn't just want comfort. She wanted Ada's life. Every time they met, Bisi would practically lick the air around Ada. She did zoom in on the new Birkin bag, the diamond earrings, and the effortless air of wealth. She saw the expensive gates, the flashy cars, and heard the whispered rumor about Chuka's untouchable wealth. But she didn't see Ada's hollow eyes or the way she flinched at loud noises. She only saw gold. Bisi was the embodiment of jealousy, evil, and covetousness. She started dropping hints to Ada. Your husband is a real man, Ada. Mine, he's just a man. She did pry. How does Chuka make his money? Really? I need to tell Kunle the secret. He needs to make more money like Chuka, your husband. Then one day, at a lavish birthday party Chuka threw for Ada, rather a guilt offering, because I'm sure Bisi made her move. She cornered Chuka, oozing charm and false sincerity.
Chuka, you are too great a man for one woman. Ada is nice, but I am the only one who can truly handle your business empire. I am ambitious, you see. I should be your partner, your main pillar.
The audacity. Chuka, A man who loved a challenge and an ego boost just smiled that dangerous smile of his. He saw the greed in Bisi's eyes, and to him, greed was a language he understood perfectly. What followed was a slow toxic seduction. Bisi started showing up at Chuka's legitimate office, the one that laundered the ransom money. She started giving Chuka business advice, which was really just Bisi encouraging him to be more ruthless and take bigger risks. Chuka, bored with Ada's perpetual sadness, found Bisi's enthusiasm intoxicating. She validated his dark choices. Soon, the affair was no longer a secret. It was a flashy public display. Bisi had found her gold mine, and she was not letting go, not even for her own husband, Kunle. One afternoon, Bisi stormed into Ada's magnificent living room, where Ada was quietly reading, trying to block out the word. Bisi didn't look triumphant. She looked possessive. Ada, she spat, "We
need to talk. I am moving in. Chuka needs a wife who can keep up, who isn't a scared little mouse. You can stay, but you'll be the second wife, the quiet one in the corner, and I will be the first wife, directing and giving the orders."
Now, this was the pivotal moment, the key turning in the lock. For Ada, the thought of being a second wife was repulsive, but the thought of sharing the debt, the guilt, and the danger with a new victim, it was a terrifying realization. But then the unexpected happened. Bisi, puffed up with arrogance, didn't want to share the spotlight at all again. She looked around the massive room at the imported furniture and the glint of the chandelier. A manic gleam came into her eyes. "No," she said, suddenly firmer. "I don't do second best. I want to be the only wife. I want this whole empire." "You know what, Ada? You need to leave. Go back to your village people. Chuka and I will handle things here." Now, Ada's heart didn't break. It soared. Bisi, in her greed, had just handed Ada her freedom on a diamond-encrusted platter. Ada simply looked at Bisi, and with a soft, genuine smile that hadn't been on her face in years, she said, "Well, if that is what Chuka wants, then so be it. I wish you both well." Bisi and Chuka, utterly convinced Ada was heartbroken and weak, practically threw her out, giving her a small one-time settlement and that Chuka deemed generous. They didn't know Ada wasn't just leaving a marriage, she was escaping a life sentence. Ada, now free, was smart. She didn't transfer. She used the settlement to clear the debt on her family's humble property and started a small catering business. She found peace in the simple, honest work. Meanwhile, back in the golden cage, Bisi was living her dream life. New cars, new clothes, and now she had access to the office, that is the basement. She was running the house, throwing parties, and acting like the true queen of the East. She even started demanding more involvement in Chuka's business, fueled by her ambition. Chuka, under Bisi's aggressive influence, became more reckless. Bisi kept pushing. "Why only target rich businessmen? Let's go for politicians. The ransom will be bigger." Now, this was Bisi's fatal flaw. She swapped caution for greed. One evening, they nabbed a high-profile politician's son. The whole country was in an uproar. Unknown to Chuka, the intelligence community had been tracking their network for months. Using technology, Chuka's old-school methods couldn't dictate. Ada's old home, that is Bisi's new castle, was booked. The police and the anti-kidnapping squad descended onto the mansion one night. It was like a movie scene. Helicopters, flashing lights, tactical teams. Chuka cornered, tried to shoot his way out, but he was quickly neutralized. And Bisi was right there, counting the ransom money from the latest victim, giddy with excitement. She wasn't a mistress who just slept there. She was the new wife, the new partner. She was caught red-handed in the most dramatic twist of fate. Bisi had fought for and won the very thing that led to her total destruction. She went from being the envious wife of an honest man to the co-conspirator of a notorious criminal web. The trial was a sensation. Bisi cried, pleaded ignorance, and tried to blame Chuka. But the evidence, the call records, the bank transactions, her presence during the raid was overwhelming. The court saw her not as a victim, but as a willing participant who benefited from the proceeds of crime. Chuka received a life sentence. Bisi was sentenced to 30 years in prison. 30 years for a life she didn't even want, only one she wanted to steal. Where was Ada during all this? She watched the new coverage from her small, clean, peaceful home, surrounded by the smell of freshly baked pastries. She felt no malice, only profound relief. Her silent suffering has paid off. She was free. Kunle, Bisi's humble husband, was heartbroken, but eventually divorced Bisi and moved on, quietly relieved that his name wasn't dragged through the mud. The biggest irony of all, when Ada left, she was the second wife who was discarded. When Bisi went to prison, she was the only wife who went down with the ship. Ada chose peace and honesty. Bisi chose greed and glamour. Today, Ada is a successful entrepreneur. Her catering business, Ada's Kitchen, is famous across the state. She now drives a modest, safe car, and she smiles a genuine smile that lights up her whole face. She teaches her younger sister that true wealth is freedom, not a golden cage. And Bisi? Well, Bisi is serving her time. Her expensive clothes are gone, replaced by a prison uniform. Her biggest regret isn't the crime, my darlings, is that she was so busy trying to steal Ada's life, she never realized Ada was just trying to escape it. And she fell right into it. Now, moral of the story: don't be fooled by the glitter. What looks like a blessing on the outside might be a heavy curse on the inside. The real queen of the East was the one who walked away. So, my people, this incredible journey of Ada and Bisi, what did it teach you? Were you surprised Bisi didn't see the danger? Do you think Ada should have warned her? Drop a comment below, like this video, remember to subscribe, and tell me, what is the biggest trap people fall into when they are blinded by greed? Thank you for watching. See you next time.